Hey everyone, it's James Lambert, the motivational coach and speaker. I went from knockouts to knowledge and from headlocks to hugs. I still embrace people, just now in a different way. In this video, I wanted to share my thoughts on a well-known quote, and it sparked off something that I hope will be of great value to someone out there. And the quote I read was, "Why not go out on a limb?" they say. "All the fruit is on the edge." And now I understand that about getting out of one's comfort zones, and the fruit is on the edge. You've got to stretch in order to grow, and all of that good stuff. However, what came to my mind is that yes, that is where the fruit is, on the edge. But where does the fruit originate? The fruit's origin is actually in the seed. All the DNA, if you like, the gestation period, everything is in the seed. And that's at the centre. So the sort of vision in my mind, the image rather, that came to my mind was that we're so busy being busy and we're not centre. The eye of the storm is calm. So we can be a lot frenetic with action. And yet, if we had, and the centre, you can see that as like your overall goal, then you're living on purpose, very deliberately. So you may be busy, but you're not. You're being productive. All of us know tremendously busy people, with respect, and you can be busy, being busy, and yet you're not getting work of tremendous value done. So as I say, so that quote, "Go out on a limb, all the fruit is on the edge." Maybe. But to my way of thinking, it makes sense to get the centre right. You see, all the intelligence is in the seed. So if the intelligence, if the DNA in the seed was corrupt, you wouldn't even get the fruit. Likewise, in your life, before doing frenetic tons of actions, define your goal. Now, as a great author, Mike Dooley, says, don't worry about the cursed hows. How you're going to get there, that's in the remit of the universe, if you like. You do what you have to today. Place each brick as beautifully as you can today, and don't worry about the overall objective. Do one step at a time. So you see, the core, if you like, that has to be the seed, as in this analogy, has to be your very definite goal. And I say definite and precise for a reason. It can't be willy-nilly, because that's too vague. It can't be vague. And a lot of you, with respect as well, the law of attraction that became so popular with The Secret, what it didn't go into enough detail for my liking was to be, again, very definite and precise. It's fine going, "Oh, I'd like $1 million, £1 million." Yeah? What would you do with that? What kind of home would you live in? How many bedrooms has it got? What's the colour of the front door? What's the colour of the car you want to own? What kind of wheels, tyres has it got? You see, it's this sort of detail that is going to further your probabilities of not only it coming to pass, but of you taking the very necessary action to make that goal concrete. If it's just a someday, you see, someday's not in the dictionary, is it? You've got Monday through to Sunday, and a lot of people say, "Oh, I'll get round to that someday." And you and I know you won't, unless you make a definite goal. So, just in closing, I wanted to think as well, so we a lot of us love working out. I myself love working out, looking after myself, keeping fit. It's necessary. However, how many of us consider working in, doing the inner work? And it's the yin and the yang. It's the very necessary balance. You see, I knew a lot of men, particularly on the door, they could look, admittedly through steroids, but they could look physical prime specimens. But inside, it was an embarrassment of lack of riches. They hadn't overstood their mind, they were weak, they were bully boys, they were still scared. So you see, the inner work is overstanding your values, your structure, your belief system, knowing what you will and won't do in life, being strong, courageous, taking on your fears through meditation, quiet time, call it what you will. The inner work before the outer work. And as always, it's like the great masters. In order to, they can go off and do their own thing precisely because they've mastered the traditional way of doing things. This is another thing I see. We're all unique and individual, but before you can be a master in whatever your chosen craft is, don't rebel against the traditional system. Learn it in order to do better. So if you were an artist, Michelangelo, Picasso, they still studied under the traditional ways, but then of course they did their own thing in their time, even if it was frowned upon or thought outrageous. So again, that comes from understanding your goal, who you are. And I just hope this video has been useful. Yes, the fruit may be on the edge, but before you can even get to it, the center, the seed needs to be intelligent. Your DNA, your goal, it needs to be finely honed, really well articulated, and then you're far more likely to get a bountiful fruit because the seed was laid in fertile soil. The fertile soil, again in this analogy, is your mind. So as always, I hope this has been of great value to you. If so, please do like and share the video, comment, I'd love to hear from you, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You are unstoppable, and I believe in you.